Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare ओम विष्णुपाद ब्रह्म परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर श्री श्रीमद अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की समस्त गौर भक्त वृंद की हिताय गौ प्रेमानंद। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयतीरेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवत्युत्तमश्लोके
Bhaktirbhavati Naistiki. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. It's our great place to welcome this for
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare.
place. So he has come from Kolkata, but it took more than 2 days. So much there.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Not for humility, that is that time is already. So
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So I'll be using my XP pen. Actually, a projector you can connect.
So you have 60.
See this side. Yeah, yeah, that. Bro, I don't want. I will take if I need. I welcome all of you for today's session. So today we are going to cover one chapter as per schedule. Actually, Prabhu, Vajmasivadan Prabhu told me to cover. So 5 days, 5 chapters. And after that, I will be going back to Chandigarh. Then I'll return back, and I have to take Grihasthas. Same. That means fifth chapter, I think, sixth chapter. They also. There are 5 chapters ahead. They are Grihasthas. You don't know. You have no idea. Acha. So then on that means 3rd week. So I will be taking the remaining 5 chapters. So that in this trip, Prabhuji asked me to cover entire 2nd canto. So it's really a Herculean task. Generally, yeah, I used to take a little more number of classes when I used to teach in IBMV. So at that time, I taught the 10 chapters also at that time, 2 times. But anyway, but there's a little bit a different experience here because I have to cover very quickly. Time also has to be maintained. Before that, that means first canto, how many days they took? Anyone have idea? How many days? That means every time is a 4 hours class? 5 hours class, huh?
5 days class.
5 days and 4 hours. So like that, how many? Huh? That means total 19 chapters. How many days they took? You took? Huh? 29 days. Huh? That means each is 4 days, 4 hours. Each day 4 hours. Huh? Huh? Achha. 19 chapters, 29 days. Who? Achha. That means, is there any flexibility to increase the time? I don't know. Huh? I don't know. Okay. But I don't know. Prabhuji gave for 10 days 10 chapters. Last chapter, 9 chapter is very big actually. 2nd canto 9 chapter is very important. Chatusloki Bhagavat and many things are there to discuss. Anyway, let us see. Huh? Maybe 5 hours I can teach, but you have that means let us see. Okay, this is the first day. Okay. Huh? Yeah, tomorrow, not today. Yeah, tomorrow I will increase. And evening times I have class in Bhakti Shastri for Malaysian devotees. So I have
Today,
today, not today actually. I postponed that. But Telugu, Andhra Pradesh, for them I am taking Gita, actually Bhagavad Gita. Yes, I have the version that I will take at 7:30.
my second.
Yeah. At 7:30 also, okay. I can take 8 o'clock for them, 8 to 9:30. Yeah. Hmm. Everyone know Devanagari script? Yes. Is everyone familiar with this script? No? Raise the hands. No. No. Acha, you don't know Devanagari script. So anyway, we'll read the sloka. Then after that, I'll refer Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's Sarartha Darshini commentary. And also your book, I think which book you are all using? Direct Bhagavatam set or otherwise Gaurang Darshan Prabhu's book you are using? No, no. So why you are not using? Just for reference, yeah. So we'll discuss the few points in purport because we cannot cover the complete purport actually because the 1 hour time, 4 hours and one chapter. So more than 40 slokas are there, 39 slokas. So covering every line is difficult actually. So important points we'll discuss from the purport, and also we try to maintain the flow actually. What I will do in a whole canto I am going to teach. I will follow Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's commentary to make you to know the flow actually, connection of each sloka. Only one Acharya I will follow, Srila Prabhupada and Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. I'm not going to take the Jiva Goswami because if I take, then it will be like a khichdi, jumping here and there. So this is the thing I'm going to do. I will be taking Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's commentary for the purpose of seeing the connection of each and every sloka. How the connection flows that you should get from there. And from the purports, we will be getting the same points from the Vishwanath, and also Prabhupada is elaborating as per the present context. In the present day society, so Prabhupada, so how you have to preach, so using those slokas, those things you can learn actually. So that's why you'll be focusing on both. I'll be giving, everyone should have their copy, okay, to write. It will be good if you have copy. So I'll dictate also some places, connections or something, I'll dictate it. Or otherwise, if you want me to write, I will write on the board so you can see. That's the thing. Okay, this canto begins with, if you have book, it will be good actually. Hard copy, any extra copy is there? No? Yeah. I think, yeah, thank you. I think probably it's a personal one, maybe you can use it and, huh? I think you already did something in this, so you can take this and that one you can. Yeah. Okay, please repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So I'll be reading the translation, Prabhu. Then after that, so I'll be explaining the commentary. Then a few points in the purport we can discuss. and we can go like that. So translation, O my Lord, the all-pervading personality of Godhead, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. The invocation actually is done by Srila Vyasadeva. This is so Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is saying in these slokas, Pranamya Sri Gurum Bhuyaha Sri Krishnam Karunaranavam Lokanadam Jagatchakshuhu Sri Sukam Tam Upashraye. So he is also paying obeisances, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, to so Lord, who is the Karunaranavam, he is the ocean of the mercy. And also he is taking the shelter in the Lord, and he is paying his obeisances to Sri Shuka. Goparama Janapranaye Preyaseti Prabhushnave Tatiya Priyadasyaya Mam Madiyam Aham Dade. Dashadhyaye Ditiye Asmins Chakre Narayanaditaha Pravrutasya Shastrasya Prakramam Vyasanandaha Nandanaha Adhyayaihi Trivir Utkarsho Bhaktehi Ekena Sannitaha Harer Dhatur Naradasya Samvada Trivir Uchyate Prashna Ekena Vishnupadeshe Ekena Dhatari Ekena Lakshananyasya Dasha iti Skanda Sangraha. He summarized all the content of the second canto in these three slokas. How many chapters are there? Dasha Adhyayai. How many adhyayas are there? 10 chapters are there. Ditiye, that means in the second canto, 10 chapters are there. Asmin Chakre Narayana Aditaha Pravrutasya Shastrasya Prakramam Vyasanandanaha Adhyayai Tribihi Utkarsho. So, Adhyayai Tribihi Utkarshaha Bhaktehi Ekena Sannitaha. So, first 3 chapters, you will be seeing the glory of the Bhakti Yoga compared to Ashtanga Yoga. In the Ashtanga, and also compared to demigod worship. In the 3rd chapter, we are going to discuss about the demigod worship. That means by worshipping the demigods, you will be getting the different results. But by worshipping them, those results are not permanent. And what is the ultimate benefit? Ultimate benefit is, so akama sarvakamova moksha kama udaradihi tivrena bhakti yogena yajeta purusham param. So Bhakti Yoga is the ultimate. He establishes in the 3rd chapter also. And also in the 3rd chapter, we will be seeing the Saunaka is speaking the glories of the Bhakti. And if one doesn't do Bhakti, there is no use of his body. And Anvaya Vitireka, that means in the positive way and also negative way, in the both ways, he establishes Bhakti supreme. And also in the first 2 chapters of this canto, second canto, first 2 chapters, we'll be seeing in the beginning also the glories of the Bhakti is said. Then after that, to glorify Bhakti more and more, so he will be taking up the discussing about the Ashtanga Yoga. And then compared to this, after explaining whole Ashtanga Yoga in the first and second chapters, in the final, that means in the end part of the second chapter, he is going to once again glorify Bhakti. Why he took the topic of explaining about the Ashtanga Yoga? Only the purpose is to show the glories of the Bhakti, so higher than the anything else. So that is the thing we'll be seeing in the first 3 chapters. That means the first 3 chapters are glories of the Bhakti you'll be seeing. Okay. Then in the 4th chapter, he is going to, Sukadeva Goswami is praying. That means he's paying obeisances to the Lord. That's the whole chapter goes like that. Okay. So, and 5th, 6th, 7th, these 3 chapters, we'll be seeing the conversation between the, so now you can see, Samvada Tribir Uchyate. Dhatuhu Naradasya. That means Brahmaji and Narada Muni both they discuss in these 3 chapters. There is a conversation about the creation. That means 5th, 6th, and 7th. These 3 chapters are discussing about the 5th and 6th are the creation, and 7th is about the Madhurya Leelas. So 5th and 6th chapters are discussing about the Srishti Leelas, and 7th chapter is discussing about Madhurya Leelas. So okay, so like this 7 chapters are over. Then Prashna Ekena. That means 8th chapter. 1 chapter he will be discussing about the questions. He is asking the questions. Then Vishnu Upadesha Ekena Dhatari. Then in the 9th chapter, so Vishnu Upadesha Ekena Dhatari. So in that Brahmaji, in the 9th chapter, we are seeing what is that? Lord is manifesting in front of the Brahmaji, and he is giving the instructions to him how to do the creation, and also how to maintain the consciousness. That means while you do some activity, material activity, you will be getting this some kind of pride, yeah? Pride and enviousness, attachment. To be free from all of these things, how one should be maintain the consciousness. For that he give so instructions that 4 Chatusloki Bhagavat he says. So one should be doing the Bhakti Yoga, so that Narada Muni cannot be attached to the, Brahmaji cannot be attached to the creation. Even if we create one small house, we get the attachment. Yes or no? For simple things also, if we do the little preaching, if we have 10, 15 boys, then we'll be feeling the attachment or not, actually. So for the small things, we get attachment. When Brahmaji is going to do, so big, that means creation, secondary creation. And he can also get, and that's why he asks, so what is the best way to be free from this? Then he says that Lord says the Bhakti Yoga. That means Lord's teachings you'll be seeing in the 9th chapter. Ekena Lakshanani Asya Dasha Iti Skanda Sangraha. In the 10th chapter, you will be seeing, and the finally, so Lakshanani, the 10 characteristics of Puranas. Atra Sargo Visarga Sthanam Poshanam Utayah. So Manvantarishanukataha Nirodha Sthana Ashraya. These are the 10 Lakshanas we'll be seeing in the last chapter. Like this, 2nd canto finished. Oh, Hare Krishna. In summary, it is over. 4th chapter is Sukadeva Goswami prays to the Lord. He is paying obeisances before going to answer the questions of Parikshit. Yeah. Shall I write what I said? Huh? I went a little quickly. Huh? What is that? Utkarsha. Bhakti Yoga Yogasya Utkarsha. Fourth chapter. Yes. Srishti Leelas 5 and 6 and 7. Madhurya Leelas. Okay. Huh? Yeah. Instructions of Lord to Brahmaji. Yeah. You want me right here? Yeah. Yeah. That's the part of the instructions actually. Okay. This is clear. Everyone noted that. So now Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is saying, Atra tu Prathamadhyaye Yamadhyashtanga Yoginah Vairaja Murtehe Patala Pada Moladi Dharan. Okay. We have seen what is the content of 10 chapters. Now what about the first chapter? That means in the last sloka is saying in the first chapter, Prathame Adhyaya, Yamadi Ashtanga Yogini. The 8 limbs of Ashtanga Yoga are being discussed. We can write it in the first chapter. Now we are coming to the first chapter. Eight limbs of Ashtanga Yoga. This is being discussed. And also meditation on Virat Purusha. Because
हम यही गन भी रही है
some Ashtanga yogis whose heart is not pure. In their case, they has to meditate initially on Virat Purusha. By doing that, their heart will be purified. Then once again, they can meditate on the Lord with the purified heart. So for that
प्लेट है
sake,
क्या यहाँ पे
yeah,
स्टील वाली
in this first chapter, we are seeing the meditation on Virat Purusha.
ऑन है
Okay, this is the whole planning of this second canto and first chapter. Okay, you'll be coming. Okay, but for the Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, for this pranam mantra, Vishwanath Thakur didn't write anything. So we'll read Prabhupada's purport, few points. Vasudevaya means to Krishna, the son of Vasudeva. Since by chanting the name of Krishna, Vasudeva, one can achieve the good results of charity, austerity, and penance. It is to be understood that by the chanting of this mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, the author or the speaker or anyone of the readers of Srimad Bhagavatam is offering respectful obeisances unto the Supreme Lord, Krishna, the reservoir of all pleasure. You can see it is Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. That means Namaha, we are paying obeisances to whom? Bhagavan. Who is that Bhagavan? Vasudeva. So, Prabhupada is saying in the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, the principles of creation are described. It's a little bit, all the time we get this question. In the first canto, we didn't see anything creation, but why it is written as creation? This is an obvious question actually. Even I also don't know why it is called as creation. So, but second canto begins actually with the creation, and also third canto. Third canto, 6th chapter is also about creation, and also 7th chapter, and you'll be seeing the 20th chapter once again in the third canto. But first canto, maybe we have to hear from someone Prabhupada disciples. But I didn't see like this in any commentary also. Generally what Prabhupada does, so Prabhupada take all the commentaries, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur commentary, first Sridhar Swami, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur commentary, Jiva Goswami's commentary, and Veera Raghavacharya's commentary, and Vallabhacharya's commentary. Mostly 5-6 commentaries he refers. Every sloka he takes and he will read these commentaries. In these commentaries, whatever points so Prabhupada wants to write, so about those points, only the whole commentary he will not translate actually. Few points of those commentaries he will take, and so on that, based upon that, he will build the content actually. That means purport. He will develop the purport. So that understanding of that sloka also you will get. Most thing is in the present day society how to preach. So especially preaching application. So he covers in the lot in his purports. So, but Prabhupada also says if someone is very much serious in studying the Bhagavatam, so in the first canto, first chapter, first sloka itself, we have seen Prabhupada himself is writing. A serious student has to study the other Acharya's commentaries also. Anyone read this line? Hindi? Yes? You want to see? Is the purport of first sloka. In the Padma Purana also there is a reference to the Bhagavatam in a conversation between Gautama and Maharshi Ambarisha. The king was advised therein to read regularly Srimad Bhagavatam if he desired liberation from material bondage. Under the circumstances, there is no doubt about the authority of the Bhagavatam. Within the past 500 years, many erudite scholars and acharyas like Jiva Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, Vishwanath Chakravarti, Vallabhacharya, and many other distinguished scholars, even after the time of Lord Chaitanya, made elaborate commentaries on the Bhagavatam. And the serious student would do well to attempt to go through them to better relish the transcendental message. So that's why a serious student would do well to attempt to go through them to better relish the transcendental message. So this is the Prabhupada's advice actually. We should definitely read the Prabhupada purpose along with that. So we'll take, that means this time in this course we can cover the one commentary. In future, then if you have some time, then you can go with the other commentaries also. But keeping the Prabhupada's purpose also in the center, and to know the flow, we'll be taking the Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's commentary. So like that. This is the plan actually, our class plan like this. It will go like this. Is it okay for everyone? The first chapter describes the glories of chanting. So Prabhupada is same, we can see. So there are 10 chapters in the second canto. And in these 10 chapters, the purpose of the Srimad Bhagavatam and the different symptoms of this purpose are narrated. The first chapter describes the glories of chanting, and it hints at the process by which the neophyte devotees perform meditation on the universal form of the Lord. In the first verse, Sukadeva Goswami replies to questions of Parikshit, Maharaj Parikshit, who asked him about one's duties at the point of death. Maharaj Parikshit was glad to receive Sukadeva Goswami, and he was proud of being a descendant of Arjuna, the intimate friend to Krishna. Personally, he was very humble and meek, but he expressed his gladness that Lord Krishna was very kind to his grandfathers, the son of Pandu, especially his own grandfather Arjuna. And because Lord Krishna was always pleased with Maharaj Parikshit's family, at the verge of Maharaj Parikshit's death, Sukadeva Goswami was sent to help him in the process of self-realization. Maharaj Parikshit was the devotee of Lord Krishna from his childhood, so he had natural affection for Krishna. So Lord is having a special attraction for his devotees. Lord is like Kalpataru, desire tree, you all know. We hear desire tree means what it does? Fulfill the desires. If you go to desire tree and if you ask anything, it will immediately gives. And Lord is compared with all the time with the desire tree. There is a difference between the desire tree and the Lord. What is that? Huh? Yeah, Lord purifies desires of the approacher, whoever is approaching. And what else? Huh? Lord gives whatever is beneficial, that only he gives. And what else? Huh. Okay. But some other point is expected actually. Still that didn't come. Huh. No, I'm asking that we are comparing with the desire tree and only in the aspect of giving. So Lord is also giving. Whatever anyone approaches Lord, if you ask anything, will he give or not? He gives. He gives. Artha jignasu arthati jnani cha bharatarshava. So in that sloka we are seeing, with whatever difficulty you approach us, he gives. The way desire tree also, if you approach him, so it gives, definitely it will give. So that's why we always compare Lord with the desire tree, but there's a difference between the desire tree and the Lord. What is that? So the main difference is desire tree doesn't have any attachment for the person who is approaching him. But even that means it's like a business. You approach him like a shopkeeper. If you approach him, then whatever you want, he will give. That's all. Business over. Desertry also is like that. So you approach and it will give whatever you ask. In the case of the Lord, if you approach him, he will give, but some additional thing is what? You'll be having the attachment for the person whoever is approaching him. That's the difference actually between the Lord and also not only that, he is having the, not only that, on top of this, if someone is enemy to that person who is approaching, Lord also will maintain enmity with that person. He is having such attachment for his devotees. Is completely different actually than the desertry. So here the main point is Lord is having the attachment for his devotees. And that's why for that, and also Lord is fully controlled by his devotees. In the case of the Pandavas, they are pure devotees and he is being controlled by them. He became messenger for them. He became chariot driver for them. So like this, Lord also here, Prabhupada, what he is saying, Lord is having, that means he is samoham sarvabhuteshu. That means he is equal to everyone. But in the next line, he is saying that Mai teshu teshu aham. That means I have attachment for them and they also have attachment for me. Lord is equal to everyone in the way the desertry is equal to everyone. Yes. So that's why Lord is equal to everyone. On top of this, what? He is better than the desertry actually. He is more than the desertry. Desertry is only just is giving whatever you want. But Lord is developing, whoever is approaching him is developing attachment for them. And such a extent he is developing, if someone is having the enemy for him, he is also maintaining enmity with those people. Like example, so someone is giving the pain to the Kamsa, he is giving the pain to the devotees, Vasudeva and Devaki. And Lord is also having enmity with them, with the Kamsa. Yes? That is the difference actually. So Lord is having a special attachment for his devotees, like Pandavas, like Prahlad Maharaj, and so on. So, and he is maintaining his attachment to the Parikshit Maharaj also same way, because he is coming from that same lineage, and he is also from the childhood he is devotee. So he sent Sukadeva Goswami. Lord inspired Sukadeva Goswami to come to Parikshit Maharaj and give this help in the critical time actually. So that is the point Prabhupada is mentioning. Maharaj Parikshit was a devotee of Lord Krishna from his childhood. So he had natural affection for Krishna. Sukadeva Goswami could understand his devotion. Therefore, he welcomed the question about the king's duty. Because the king hinted that worship of Lord Krishna is the ultimate function of every living entity. Sukadeva Goswami welcomed the suggestion and said, because you have raised questions about Krishna, your question is most glorious. The transcendental. So the translation of the first verse is as follows. Anyway, so that is coming in the next line actually. This line has to be put in next line's purport actually. Anyway. So we'll be going to the first sloka. Parikshit Maharaj asked the questions. You all remember the questions? I think you can see in your book. And by hearing those questions, what is the reaction from the Sukadeva Goswami? So that we are going to see here. Sri Sukha Uvacha Variyanesha te prashnaha Kruto lokahitam nrupa Atmavitsammatah pumsam Srotavyadishu yah paraha. Can anyone read translation?
My dear king, your question is glorious because it is very beneficial to all kinds of people. The answer to this question is the prime subject matter for king, and it is approved by all.
Yeah, thank you, bro. By hearing Parikshit Maharaj's questions, Sukadeva Goswami got excitement. Variyanesha te prashnaha krutaha lokahitam nrupa. Wow, what a questions you ask. Wonderful. Atmavit sammataha. And all these questions are approved by the exalted persons. Pumsam srotavyadishu yaha paraha. And these questions are best among those things which should be heard. There are so many things to be heard. Among those, these questions are best. Paraha means best. What a questions you ask. What are those questions? Eh? What is the ultimate goal of the life? Yes. Essence of all scriptures. Yeah. Uh. Exam is over? Yeah. Yes.
He was asking about what is the duty of person in the human form, particularly with time.
Yeah. Ata pruchami samsiddhim yoginam paramam gurum purushasya yat karyam mriyamanasya sarvatha. Mriyamanasya sarvatha. That means the person who is going to die, what he has to do? That is the first actually he asked. Ataha pruchami samsiddhim. That means yoginam samsiddhim. What is the ultimate goal of the yogis? There are karma yogis, jnana yogis, ashtanga yogis, sankhya yogis, bhakti yogis. Like this, many yogis are there. So, what is the ultimate? So, karma yogis, they have some goal, and jnana yogis, they have some goal, ashtanga yogis, they have some goal, and bhakti yogis, they have some goal. So, these are the, so many goals are there. Now, what is the best one actually among all these? Yoginam samsiddhihi, paramam samsiddhihi. Best goal. So, by hearing this, Sukadeva Goswami got excitement. Wow, he is asking the very right thing actually. So that he can relish, even while speaking also, he will be also excited actually. Because these questions are leading to discuss about the glories of the Lord and the form of the Lord and qualities of the Lord. So that's why whole discussion will be wonderful. And it is also beneficial for the entire universe. That discussion is going to be. He didn't ask that with what cement you made your house, how much budget you put for that. Like that, he didn't ask actually. Or otherwise, how you are maintaining your body. So whether they are giving the right time, that means everything will be, you are getting nicely or not. He didn't ask like this. That means chant. And what he has to remember, smartavyam, what he has, whom he should remember. Now you have only a few minutes to die. In that span of time, what you should do? You have to settle the whoever is dependent on you, your parents, mother, this, that, and so arrange everything, settle it, and so that peacefully live. No? Is it that? That is the thing we should do? No. So Parishad Maharaj also is a big king. He's having so many things to settle actually compared to us. But he's also, yeah. So asking what I have to hear, what I have to chant, and what I have to remember. So, and also he's saying, yet va viparyayam, what I should not hear, what I should not hear, what I should not chant, and what I should not. So remember, viparyayam, that means what should not be done, what should be done. Both he is saying, both he is asking. Nunam bhagavato brahman gruheshu gruhameti nam na lakshate hi avasthanam api gruha godohanam kvachit. So, like this, that is the main question is, the first person who is going to die, what he has to do at the time of death. By hearing these questions, So the reply is Variyaneshate Prashnaha. Krutaha Lokahitam Rupa Atmavit Sammatam Pumsam Surotavyadishu Yaha Paraha. So Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is saying, Purvaskandante Atah Pruchami Samsiddhim Iti Purushasya Yatkrutam Iti Vakyabhyam Samyak Siddhika Atra Sadhanam Cha Kimiti Tatrapi Sravya Japya Kim Tathaiva Asravya Tatha Eva Ashravyam Ajapyam Adikam Cha Kimiti Ragnah Prashna Abhinandati. Only one question is asked actually. Only one question. That means, what is the ultimate goal of the yogis? In that only is included. A person who is going to die, what he should hear, what he should chant, and what he should remember. And also what he should not hear, what he should not chant, and what he should not remember. This is the question actually. By hearing this question, Sukadeva Goswami is very much happy and he is glorifying the Parishit Maharaj. Abhinandati. Variyan Srestha Te Tvaya Krataha Prashna. Whatever question you are asked, you ask, that is the best one. Why it is best one? Lokanam Hitam. Because it is beneficial for not only for you, it is beneficial for everyone, for the entire universe. And he is also saying, Sukadeva Goswami, it is not a materialistic question. It's not a materialistic question. How? Because he is saying Atma with Sammataha. You should see the in the sloka, you have to break it and see. First and foremost, what? He is appreciating the question. Sukadeva Goswami is appreciating the question. Why he is appreciating? Reason is, see the connection actually. Reason is what? Lokahitam. And this question is not materialistic question. On what basis you can say this is not a materialistic question? What Sukadeva Goswami is saying? Atmavit Sammataha. Because it is approved by transcendentalists. That's why this question is not materialistic question. Write it down. If you have, then it will be good actually. So that next time if you read, if you make this flow, then it will be definitely helpful for you. Otherwise, all the slokas looks, that means flow connection you may not get. That's why relishment will be less. If you make it so step by step, chunk by chunk connections, then you can feel more. First he appreciated best. So why? Because it is, he appreciated is the best one. What is the reason? Because it is beneficial for everyone. And next point is, it is a transcendental question. How can you say it's a transcendental question? Because this is approved by transcendentalists. Atmavit Sammataha. Sammata means in the word also it is. Sammataha means is approved. Atmavit Sammataha. So what Atmavit means, what we should get? Atmavidam Esham Sabhopavishtanam Sammataha. That means Sukadeva Goswami is saying that your question is a approved by transcendentalist. On what basis he is saying? On what basis he is saying? Sukadeva Goswami is saying on what basis? Because yes, bro. He himself is a transcendental, and because by hearing this question, remaining all transcendentalists also are sitting there only. By hearing this question, they didn't go off. They are all happy. So, sitting in the they are ready to hear the question means that question is approved by all of them. Yes? If it is not approved by them, what they could have done? They could have left the assembly, but they didn't leave by hearing this question. So this is the base actually. On this basis, Sukadeva Goswami is saying, hey Parikshit, you see, What a wonderful question you asked. And all are also now became eager to hear. That means your question is approved by all the transcendentalists. And they are also, you see, they are also in the different platforms. Like some are in the worshipping the Brahman, some are worshipping the Paramatma, and some are worshipping the Karma, and some are worshipping the Lord. Like that, many are there. Different transcendentalists are there. Everyone is now excited to hear. What is the answer for this? What is the answer? So that means yoginam samsiddhi, paramaha samsiddhi. That is the question. It means everyone wants to check whatever the target I put, that is the really is the highest one or not. Everyone is now excited. All the members of that assembly, along with Parikshit, excited to hear. That is the basis to say, Sukadeva Goswami, your question is approved by all the transcendentalists. Okay. So Atmavidam Esham Yusmat Sabhopavishtanam Sammata. The people who are sitting in your sabha, in your assembly, everyone approved this. Etadardhameva, that's why they are all here and hearing, continue to hear. Yataha srotavyadishu iti satam prasnopi श्रूयते कीर्त्यते स्मर्यते इत्यतः श्रोतव्याच प्रश्नेषु मध्ये. Here one more point, one more important point. If you see in the sloka, what he said, srotavyadishu paraha. Srotavya means the object which can be heard, which should be heard, which can be heard, which should be heard. Among all these, this question is best. That means what? What we should get here? What we should get? No. Let me repeat. I think I should tune you myself with all of you, because we are now new audience and new teachers, so that's why I need synchronization. Will take little time actually. If there is synchronization, then the things will be easily, it will go on. Yeah, yes, true.
Instead of taking the Sanskrit, if you take the English, what will it go?
Okay. You want me to take the diacritics? English translation? Diacritics, sir. In diacritic. No. Okay. So I have filed that file. I will show. But I am very much habituated to Devanagari. But anyway, I will adjust myself. I can. Okay, I will. Let me. If you all don't want me to read the Sanskrit, but I will only cover the one thing. If you are not able to follow Sanskrit, no need to worry. Only essence you should grasp. What is essence? So this question is the best one. He said, why it is the best one? Because it is going to give benefit to entire humanity. So what is the next thing is, this is a transcendental question. So on what basis he is saying? So that you have to grasp it. Then after that, so now the next point we are taking up from this. What is the next point? So srotavyadishu paraha. That means this question is best among those which should be heard. This question is best among those which has to be heard. That means from this what we are understanding, even questions also, not only answers, questions also purifying. Questions also should be heard. It is also, it's not that the just answer. Sukadeva Goswami is saying to Parikshit, hey Parikshit, your questions also very important, and questions also should be heard. Not only the answer. That's the point actually. Here Vishwanath is emphasizing that point. So that means someone in the Bhagavatam, there are so many questions. These questions also are going to purify the heart. Like the answers of those questions, how they are purifying, in the same way, questions also purify the heart. This is the point we have to grasp here. So that means if someone just Parikshit Maharaj's questions only keep on hearing and chanting, keep on hearing and chanting, will it give the ultimate benefit or not? It will give. That's the point actually. Utkrishtasya abhav sarvantimah imam prashnameva srutva kirtitva. So someone hear and chant the Parikshit Maharaj's questions, that is also going to give everything. Atikrutartha bhavanti. Then what to speak of? So Sukadeva Goswami is saying, Parikshit, your questions are so wonderful. And if anyone hears those questions, their heart will be purified and they are going to get the ultimate benefit. Then what is the need of my answer, Parikshit? Like that. This is the expression actually. This is appreciating the way he is appreciating Parikshit Maharaj. Sukadeva Goswami is appreciating the Parikshit Maharaj. What a wonderful question you asked. And that question itself is enough. What is the need of my answer? Maya dattam srutva tvam krutardo bhavishyasi iti bhavaha. Kim punaretat. You are purified by your questions itself. What is the need of my answers? Okay. I think we don't need to discuss answers. So the same thing is said. Vasudeva, there is sloka is coming. Vasudeva kata prashnaha purushantreen punatihi vaktaram pruchakam srotrun tatpada salilam yatha. The questions related to the Krishna, they are going to purify everyone. Who are those? Vaktaram pruchakam srotrun. That is for Vakta. Who is the Vakta here? Sukadeva Goswami. And Pruchaka, that means the one who is asking. Who is that? Parikshit. And Srotrun, listeners. Who are those? Remaining assembly members. All these are all. So, Krutartha, Pruchakam Srotrun tat pada salilam yatha. The way the water from, that means the Ganges, the Charanamritam of the Lord, how it purifies, the same way these questions are going to purify the Vakta, also the speaker and listener, and also the questioner. All. I highlighted a few things here. Even the very question is so nice that it is the best subject matter of hearing. Simply by such questioning and hearing, one can achieve the highest perfectional stage of life. Because of Lord Krishna. So Prabhupada is following Vishwanath Thakur's commentary as it is. Most of the sections you can see. Most of the commentary will be on the Vishwanath only. Simply by such questioning and hearing, one can achieve the highest perfectional stage of life. And also Vakta, questioner, the person who is questioning, and also the hearing, the Srotru, and also Vakta, speaker. All these will be, so can achieve highest perfectional stage of life. Because Lord Krishna is the original supreme person, any question about him is original and perfect. This is very important. Any question related to Krishna itself is also transcendental. And that is also going to purify. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that highest perfection of life is to achieve the transcendental loving service of Krishna. Because questions and answers about Krishna elevate one to that transcendental position. The questions of Parikshit Maharaj about Krishna philosophy are greatly glorified. Maharaj Parikshit wanted to absorb his mind completely in Krishna, and such absorption can be effected simply by hearing about the uncommon activities of Krishna. For instance, in the Bhagavad Gita, it is stated that simply by understanding the transcendental nature of Lord Krishna's appearance, disappearance, and activities, one can immediately return home back to Godhead. Janma karma cha me divyam tyaktva deham punarjanma neti mameti sorjana. Evam yo veti tattvatha. Okay, one never come back to this miserable condition of material existence. It is very auspicious, therefore, to hear always about Krishna. So Parikshit Maharaj requested Sukadeva Goswami to narrate the activities of Krishna so that he could engage his mind in Krishna. So what is the purpose actually? Why he asked the questions about Krishna? Because in this last moment, he want to engage, Parikshit Maharaj want to engage all his senses and everything in the service of Krishna, in hearing the pastimes of Krishna. So as long as one is engaged in hearing such transcendental activities of Krishna, he remains aloof from the conditional life of material existence. The topics of Lord Krishna are so auspicious that they purify the speaker, the hearer, and inquirer. This is a sloka actually. Sloka translation Prabhupada gave here. So they are compared with what? Ganges water. You are seeing in this sloka. Vasudeva katha prashnaha purushan trin punati vaktaram pruchakam srotrun tatpada salilam yatha. The way the Charanamritam purifies, the same way the questions of the Krishna are also purified. So all these three. Next. Srotavyani Rajendra Nunam Santi Sahasrashaha Apashyatam Atmatattvam Gruheshu Gruhamedhinam. Translation.
And many subject matters.
Thank you, Prabhu. Those persons who are materially engrossed, being blind to the knowledge of ultimate truth, have many subject matters for hearing in human society. Why Sukadeva Goswami all of a sudden came to hear? What came into his mind actually? Why Sukadeva Goswami said this?
Because there is asked the just for opposite of that. What the concern, any person is not interested in hearing about the possibility.
Yeah. Sukadeva Goswami, Parikshit Maharaj's question is what? What? The person who is going to die, what he has to hear, chant, remember, and also what he should not hear, what he should not chant, and what he should not remember. So Sukadeva Goswami is selecting second part actually. What he should not hear. The person who is going to die, now you have very little time to finish your life, someone's life. So then what he should not hear, that is being answered here. So for the Gruhamedis, there are so many topics to hear. So those things, the person who is going to die should not hear. That is the connection actually. Every sloka has to be connected. Whenever you refer your chapter, you make some hints or something. So this is a connection from the first sloka to second sloka. So since Parikshit Maharaj asked so what should not be heard by a person who is going to die? So that part is being answered by, that means Sukadeva Goswami selected that one. So what he should not hear, that part he selected and he started answering that. Like that you should. Bhagavad-charana praptireva samsiddhihi tatra krutyam tannama leela shravana kirtanadyev sarvotkrishtam ityagre pratipadayishan pratamam bruhi yadva viparyayam ityasyottarattvena karma yogam aha srotavyani din iti trivihi. Sukadeva Goswami's heart, in his heart, what is there? The person is going to die, he has to hear the pastimes, glories, form and names of the Lord. And that is the highest thing. That is there in his heart, Sukadeva Goswami's heart, that he wants to tell, that he is going to tell in the future. But before that, he wants to answer what should not be heard by a person who is going to die. That he is being answering here. So keeping that in the mind, he is going to tell Karma Yoga. He is going to tell about the Karma Yoga in the 3 slokas. Also try to maintain the flow. So second, third and fourth, these 3 slokas are going to tell about what? And which is the part of? No. This is the part of Karma Yoga. These 3 slokas are Karma Yoga. Karma is Karma Yoga. Any questions, Prabhu? Questions? Huh? Karma Yoga. Yeah. Karma Yogam Aha. What is it? So Karma Yoga means not Nishkama Karma Yoga, Karma Yoga. Our karmis is nothing but here Karma Yoga. Karma is what they do? They follow that means the dharma, that means righteous activities they follow. Actually, the present society, they are not karmis. They are all vikarmis. Actually, that's not Karma Yoga. So Karma Yoga means we should follow the things which are given by the Shastra. Dharma means dharmantu sakshat bhagavat pranitam. Dharma which is given by the Shastra, that one should do. By doing that, what he will be getting? No. Before that, so artha, he will purchase the objects to gratify senses. Then he will purchase, and using that he will be gratifying the senses. That is a kama. Dharma, artha, kama. So the one who is practicing these 3, he is known as karmi or karma yogi, because he is following the rules and regulations given by the Shastra. So that is protecting him not to fall into the hell. He is not going to hell actually. That's why it is also known as yoga, because it is lifting him. Anything we lifts, that is known as yoga. So that is being said in these 3 slokas. Karma Yoga. But Nishkama Karma Yoga, what is the difference between the Karma Yoga and Nishkama Karma Yoga? In the case of Nishkama Karma Yoga, so that performer is doing the karma, yeah, he is not going to do that with that sense gratification. No. Definitely, if you do karma, artha will come, and everything he is giving to Lord. With the what mood? Detachment. With the detachment mood he gives, not with the love. The difference between the Nishkama Karma Yogi and devotee, what is the difference? In the case of devotee, he offers that with the love. And in Nishkama Karma Yogi gives that with the detachment. Like you have old fan, like some grostas may be having an old fan, and they want to get rid of from that actually. And they are giving to somebody. What is the purpose of their motive is what? They want get detachment get rid of from that object. Similarly, these Nishkama Karma Yogis, they want to come out from the results of the karma. So that's why they are throwing on the Lord that. So that is the Nishkama Karma. But devotee, he is giving, like another Grihastha, oh, brahmachari is having so much difficulty in this summer, so let me give a fan with then with this mood they are giving, then that is love actually. So devotees, they give their results of their work with the love. So by offering that result of the karma with detachment, what will happen to their Nishkam Karma Yogis? They will be getting the fourth one. What is that? Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Their heart will be purified. Their heart will be purified. And from that purified heart, so they are able to understand they are not body, but they are soul. This knowledge will be coming to them. Then after that, they are trying to see the non-difference between the absolute truth and themselves. And they are going to get the Brahman realization. Because they don't have any love. They don't want to serve the Lord. This is the first 6 chapters of Bhagavad Gita discuss about this point actually. So, but that is the difference between the Nishkama Karma Yoga and Karma Yoga. And Bhakti is different actually. That means Yat Karoshi, Yajjuhoshi, Dadasi Yat. Whatever you do, you give to me. So with the love if you use, then that is a Bhakti Yoga actually. So here Sukadeva Goswami in these 3 slokas, 2nd, 3rd and 4th in these 3 slokas, Karma Yoga he is going to explain. That means karmis. Atmanam Tattvam Kevayam Kim Kurmahe Kim Udarka Bhavishyamaha Katam Nistaram Prapnuma Iti Apashyatam. What is said in this sloka? Apashyatam Atma Tattvam Gruheshu Gruhamedinam. There are so many things for those people who are karmis. What they do, karmis? Apashyatam Atma Tattvam. That means they are not seeing Atma Tattvam. They are not seeing the Atma Tattvam.
What is Atma Tattva?
What is the Atma Tattva? Atma Tattva means?
Who am I? From where I came? What is the goal of the life?
What is soul? What is matter? So this kind of inquiry you is having. And this is the Atma Tattva actually. But these karmis are karma yogis, not Nishkama Karma Yogis, just Karma Yogis. They are not seeing what is beyond the sense gratification. No, they are not seeing. They are doing work, they are getting money, and they are enjoying, they are gratifying their senses. What is the break time actually? 5 minutes. So, yes. Karma Kanda and Karma Karmi 3. Yeah, good point.
But for self-gratification, there is very big connection.
So yeah, so since they are doing the regulated sense gratification, karmis means they have regulation.
Yeah, as per the Shastra, they are doing self-gratification.
So that regulation is not making them to fall down actually. That itself is they're standing now, at least as a human being. They're not becoming animals. So that's the beginning. First of all, one should become a human being to become a transcendentalist. That is the minimum requirement actually. One should be at least human being. Yeah. Because being human being, so now that is the entry point. In that way it is connected. So to become Nishkama Karma Yogi, he should become at least a Karma Yogi, na? Yeah. Yeah. So because yes. 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 That's the point actually. My point is, so it's indirectly connected. If he doesn't do that, he's a Vikarmi actually. He cannot come to the Nishkama Karma Yoga.
Nishkam is very
Yeah. So that's the beginning point for the Nishkama Karma. To become Nishkama Karma Yogi, Vikarmi, can he become Nishkama Karma? No. Yeah, he's sinful actually. So in that way, so if you see, doing the Vikarmas is a lower one actually. And now he's not becoming animal. That means Ahara Nidra Bhaya Maitanam. He is not doing that. Dharmo hi tesham adhiko vishesha. He is following some certain kind of dharma. In the Karma Yoga, certain kind of dharma is there. He is doing the dharma, artha, kama. He is following the shastric injunctions and he is earning the money as per the shastra. And then after that, he is doing the regulated sense gratification as per shastra. That is lifting the consciousness now from the animal to the higher. Yeah. So this is the karma kand also is retaining person to not to become animal. In that way, it is connected actually. That's why here Vishwanath is saying karma yoga. We should, yeah.
really like someone in drinking, but as well as like peace and love. So where does such people is considered? Shall we consider them devotee? As you said, first they have human beings.
No.
They have
Yeah.
not been counted as but they are chanting also regularly.
Yes.
They chant like 4 rounds, 6 rounds.
Yeah.
Consistency is also there.
Yes.
And they are not living that bad habit of thinking.
Yeah.
Or doing.
Yes.
So how to see it?
So, yeah. Bhakti yoga process is such a magnanimous process. Even it can lift the sopacha. That means the one who is eating the dog's meat. It can lift. So now he got some taste for the holy name by the mercy of the association of the devotees. So that is going to lift. Even that very soon, that person, dog eater, is going to become a pure transcendentalist. Very soon means even 1-2 lives also is not a big thing actually, out of millions. Yes. So that's why now he is in the process, in the yoga process. But if you want to become a Nishkama Karma Yogi, you should become at least Karma Yogi. Otherwise, eating dog's meat or otherwise drinking liquor and not at all following the rules and regulations given by the Shastra, he cannot be a Nishkama Karma Yogi. So that's why this Karmi stage or Karma Yoga is connecting you to go to the higher level, Nishkama Karma Yoga. In that way, it is said, Vishwanath is saying, is the Karma Yoga.
So at current, like where we can fit, like which category?
We.
Someone is there.
Yeah.
In which category we come?
Okay, this is Karmi. That means who is following the regulated duties and earning money and enjoying. And now here 2 paths are there. One is Nishkama Karma Yoga. If they come in touch with the person who is Gnani actually. So he'll be coming in touch with the Gnani, then he'll be doing the Nishkama Karma Yoga. This Karmi, whoever is coming with the devotees, they'll be doing the Mishra Bhakti. And this is a regular diagram I am saying actually. As per our 11th canto, anywhere you can see it. This is the diagram you can find. And this person is going to get the. So after Nishkama Karma Yoga, when he can leave this karma, Nishkama Karma Yoga, when he can leave the karma, when he gets the purification of the heart, Antakarna Suddhi. That is the entry door. When he get this, then he will be entering into he can leave the karma and he can be doing Gnana Yoga. Then after that, finally, he will be getting Brahman realization. So now, Mr. Bhakta That means he is not able to, this karmi came into association of devotees, but he is not able to put full faith on the Lord immediately. Still he has some kind of attachment for his karma. And that means he is to do bhakti, he is feeling there is a need of assistance of the karma. So those are all here. So my cursor is, those are all here. Those are all here. So, but when they get the complete Shraddha, Purna Shraddha, then they enter into the what? They enter into the pure devotional service. So then after that, finally what they will get? They get the transcendental love, Bhagavad Prema. So this is a normal thing. When Vikram is, now you put the another. When this Vikarmi came in association of the devotees, then what will happen? He will be gradually leaving his Vikarma. He is trying to follow the regulated life as per the Shastra. And he will come to this. That means he is also, as much as he hear the glories of the holy name, glories of the bhakti, then what will happen? Then he will be leaving all that Vikarma and he will be purifying himself because of that holy name, and then he gradually develop the Shraddha and then enter into the pure devotional service. Then get the Bhagavad Prema. For the reference, 11th canto, 20th chapter and sloka number 8. This diagram base is that. Okay. Tavat karmani kurvita nanirvidyeta yavata sumatkata shravanado shraddha yavanna jayate. So, this is the sloka. I will explain all this gradually. For time being, I think you can keep here this much. So all the diagram, using this diagram, we can understand also even other process also. But here Ashtanga Yoga is not mentioned in this diagram, but only so we have Jnana Yoga and pure devotional service, Bhakti Yoga. Okay, now here why this is just a notation, Prabhu. Why yoga is said? Only the point is, yes, yoga means it should be connecting it to the transcendental, absolute truth. How it is connected? It is indirectly connected, I'm saying. It's not is not in the Nishkama Karma Yoga. Even Nishkama Karma Yoga is also not directly connected. You see in this diagram, this Nishkama Karma Yoga is not directly connected to the Brahman realization, but it is the beginning stage of the Jnana Yoga. So that's why Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, you should not see Nishkama Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga as two different paths. So one is the early stage, another is the later stage. So even to the later to this Nishkama Karma Yoga, one should be karmi actually. Otherwise, he cannot be jump into this. But in the case of the bhakti, even vikarmi can be, even with the power of the pure devotee, even he doesn't need to do the Mishra Bhakti, directly can become a pure devotee also. That power is there in the devotion. But in the case of Nishkama Karma Yoga, so he has to be doing the first at least the karma. So that's why in that way, that karma is connecting to the yoga, Nishkama Karma Yoga, in that way. This is simply notation. So in these three slokas, we are going to discuss Karma Yoga, Karma Yogam Aha, Atmanam Tattvam. That means these Gruhamedis are not seeing in the society how many people are. So Vishwanath Chakravarti also is saying, even he is calling them as Karma Yoga, and also he is saying they are not seeing the Atma Tattva. Yes? In these three slokas, he is explaining, he said that this Karma Yoga it is explaining. And he himself is saying, they are not seeing the Atma Tattva. Apashitam kintu gruheshu saktanam gruhamedinam gruhagata panchasuna paranam. They are, these gruhasthas, they are so connected to panchasuna. What is the panchasuna? Panchasunas. What are those 5 sacrifices? They get the 5 types of sin. To rectify that, they should do 5 types of sacrifices. One is
Fire.
uh, sweeping the by the when you lit the, that means to cook, chula. Chula is the one which is causing for the sin. Second, when you do the broomstick, and next when you do the piece, that means atta, flour making, that also bring the sin. And next, water pot, you will be keeping the water in that, some insects will fall and they will also die. So because of that, you will get sin. One more is no, panchasunas. So these are 5 ways grihasthas get this sin. One is the chula. Next one is chakki. Third one is pot, water pot. Fourth one is broomstick. And fifth one is no. Something actually I will tell after the class. I will see a different that. There are the 5 things. These are leading to the 5 types of, that means different. The grihasthas will be getting this sin. To rectify this sin, they has to do 5 different types of the yajnas. What are those? So paying oblations to the, offering to the devatas, deva yajna, pitru yajna, nru yajna, and next one is bhuta yajna. First one to paying oblations to the demigods, and next one is Brahma, Veda yajna actually. Brahma yajna. Brahma yajna means, so Vedic literature. So they keep on studying the Vedas. Brahma yajna, that is. And second one is Deva yajna. That means offering the oblations to the devatas. Third one is Pitru yajna, offering oblations to the Pitru devatas. Fourth one is Nru yajna, means giving the that means for the hosting the guest. That's the fourth one. And fifth one is
What was the name of the fourth?
Nru yajna. Nru. I will write. NRI. NR. Okay, I will write it.
Okay.
Nru yajna. Nru. This one in. Okay, fifth one is, what is that fifth one? Or just now you said Brahma yajna, Deva yajna, Pitru yajna, Bhuta yajna. Bhuta. Bhuta means other living entities like cats, dogs, this and that. For all these things, he has to offer whatever he does, whenever he prepares something, he has to. That means he may offer that not every day. So for the Pitru Devatas, once in 6 months, and for the Devatas daily, and for the Nru yajna means when the guests come, then he has to offer. For the Bhuta, every day he has to do. So like this, he has to perform all these yajnas. Otherwise, what will happen? Whatever he does, so he'll be getting the sin actually. So these here, Sukadeva Goswami is saying, these grihasthas are fully engaged in performing these yajnas. They are getting the sin, and that's why to not to go to the hell, to rectify from themselves from that sin, they'll be doing these yajnas. And they are not inquiring about the absolute truth. Gruhamedinam. That means, Gruhamedi means the one who performed these 5 yajnas to get out from the sin from the 5 different processes, from the pot, from the stove and from broomstick, brooming, and like this.
We can give that in this particular, in this area, supposed to that for the
Like Pitru Yagya once in 6 months, Bhuta Yagya daily, Dhru Yagya whenever guests come, and the Deva Yagya daily it should be done. Brahma Yagya means worshipping the Vedas. That is not meant for all the Grosthas, that's for the Brahmanas. Yeah. So these Yagyas, they are engrossed in these things. Bhuta Yagya for living entities, for cats, dogs, all other entities we give. That means whatever they cook, they should keep outside so that other living entities come and eat.
For devotees also,
No. This is for the Gruhamedis. They do. The one, at least whoever is doing this, he is Gruhamedi. Otherwise, he is fallen from even from that stage. That means he is making his entry to the Naraka actually. And they are all not karmis. That's why here Vishwanath is saying Gruhamedi means whoever is performing these yajnas. So Panchasuna Paranam. Karmis are Gruhamedis. Yes.
who is worse than them? Who is not performing?
Whoever is not offering this and they eat themselves. Whoever is not offering, whoever is not doing these yajnas, they are eating sin. Krishna says, what is the slokam actually? No. Yajnasistas. Papam bhungte. Papam bhungte. They are eating sin actually. So that means the present society where you can keep, according to the Sukadeva Goswami, present society is not at all there in his mind actually. And for such a Gruhastas, that means Gruhamedis, they have so many things to hear. Okay, I will do this yajna and I will get this result and I can enjoy like this. Like that, they are sitting and trying to hear and explore the new methods in the Shastras, which are prescribing the methods to get the more and more income actually. That means more and more sense objects. So they are doing the yajnas, they are getting the results and enjoying. These are known as Gruhamedis. So Prabhupada is writing, in the revealed scripture, there are two nomenclatures for householder's life. One is Grihastha and the other is Gruhamedi. The Grihasthas are those who live together with wife and children but live transcendentally for realizing the ultimate truth. The Gruhamedis, however, are those who live only for the benefit of family members, extended or centralized, and thus are envious of others. The word Medi indicates jealousy of others. Gruhamedis, being interested in family affairs only, are certainly envious of others. Therefore, one Gruhamedi is not on good terms with another Gruhamedi. And in the extended form, one community, society, or nation is not on good terms. That means Gruhamedis means they are always centered around sense gratification. Atma Tattvam Apashyatam. Apashyatam Atma Tattvam. They are not seeing that they are not thinking that who am I, what is the purpose of life, who is the absolute truth. So they are not thinking about this. Just they are enjoying. So that's why they develop all the time enviousness to the another one who is enjoying more. And in this way, there will be different groups. So first family level, first personal, in the family, everyone want to enjoy more. Then after that, if a little bit extended, then this family is quarreling with another family. Then this village is quarreling with another village. Now this nation is going to quarrel with another nation, like that. It's completely, they are envious. Medhi means here himsa, enviousness. In the age of Kali, all the householders are jealous of one another because they blind to the because so this kind of explanations, I think we'll be seeing the essential points and connections, and these things you can read now actually. These are all which are easily self-explanatory. Factually, the human life is meant for making an ultimate solution to birth, death, old age, and disease. But the Gruhamedis, being illusioned by the material nature, forget everything but self-relation. So now they are here. These people in this our graph, in our diagram, they are here. And these are also now trying to enter into the Gnana Yoga, and these are trying to enter into the pure devotion. But those who are not in this, they are just maintaining the, so doing the karma and relishing the pleasures of that, results of that. So therefore, one should not therefore become a Gruhamedi simply to exist for envying others. Next. Nidraya hriyate naktam vyavayena cha, sorry, Nidraya hriyate naktam vyavayena cha vayah divachar dehaya rajan kutumba bharanena va. Translation. Can anyone read?
The lifetime of certain envious householder is passed at night, either in sleeping or in sleeping, and in the daytime, either in making money or maintaining family.
So 3 slokas na telling about these karmis. First is they are not at all seeing about the absolute truth, apashyatam atma tattvam. And second, in the second sloka of this about these karma yogis or karmis, what is that? Nidraya hriyate naktam. They are wasting their time in the night time by sleeping and doing the sense gratification. So vyavayena, that means maithuna kriya. And divacha ardehaya. And daytime they are spoiling by the desire of earning money, or otherwise doing the various activities for maintain family. So this is the meaning of this sloka. Now, this Gruhamedi's life is simply wasted without any benefit. So night time actually they don't have opportunity to work here. That's why karma anarha kalatvat. Midnight they cannot work. Everything is dark. So that's why here Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur or Sukadeva Goswami is saying these people night time anyway they cannot do karma. Actually they want to do karma in the night time also. Maybe Sukadeva Goswami, if he comes now, he will change this sloka actually. He is saying that since they are not able to work in the night time, so that's why they are simply wasting their night time like that. And or otherwise vyavayana means without any doing activity, vyavayana, or otherwise ramanena, or otherwise doing the relationship with the opposite sex, and they are wasting like that night time. Karma anarha kalatvat, because they are karmis na, then karmis means they should do all the time karma. Why they are not doing the karma in the night time? Because there is no possibility. Like farmers, they cannot go to the field and work. Kshatriyas, they cannot fight in the night time. Brahmanas also, they cannot perform their rituals in the night time. So Sudras also, they cannot do their work like various carpentry arts and crafts. They cannot do in the night time. So that's why since they are not able, their karmis means all the time they are earning, doing karma. In the night time, they cannot do that. So that's why they are doing the sex and wasting the time.
or vyavayena. Karminam stri sangasya anishiddhatvat. They are doing that. Why? Because for the karmis case, so having intercourse with the woman is allowed. Regulated sense gratification. They should get married and have their intercourse with them. This is allowed. So that's why they are doing. So how can you say he is karma yogi? Because they are doing the regulated sense gratification. Karminam stri sangasya anishiddhatvat. Since that is not rejected for them. But for the yogis, for the pure devotees, and also for the Jnana yogis and Ashtanga yogis, for all these yogis, so having intercourse with women is rejected. That means whoever is coming to this path, whoever entered into here or whoever entered into this area, they should not do that also. They should not do. So any intercourse with women, no, rejected completely. Ardhaiha, ardhasprahaya, ardhan vina, karma asiddhehe. So they want to earn money, because without money they cannot do the karma also. They have to maintain their body, and they should get the energy, and they should do the work. To do work, they need money, and that's why they earn money. They do the more activities, and they get more money, and also they do more activities, and like that it is. While eating, they are gratifying also. So like this, doing activities, earning money and enjoying, doing activities, earning money and enjoy. This is their consciousness. And such people, they have so many things to hear. Parikshit, they have so many things to hear. They want to see where to invest my money, also where I can get more profit. So with whom I should make the relationship. So how to make my own group, and how to make this, that, like that. What else I can do, more business or more activities. So like this, they keep on making plans. Whole world is behind this actually, in this consciousness. And daytime, they are fully busy in earning money, ardhasprahya, and for that they are doing the karma, and also kutumba bharanena vaha. So, va iti karma yoge kutumba bharanasya vihatatya. In karma yoga, it is also allowed. Karma yoga means here, please bear that Vishwanath. He is saying karma yoga. I cannot change that. Okay. So he is saying in the karma yoga, it is allowed to earn money and maintain the family. For in the pure devotion, sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanam. You leave everything. But pure devotees still they maintain family just to set an example to the society. Otherwise, do they have anything to get from that? By maintaining family, some punya will come so that it will help for the bhakti. Is it like that? No. They maintain only the family life to set an example to the society. Gnana karma janavrutam, anyabhilashta sunyam, gnana karma janavrutam, anukulyena krishnanusilanam bhaktiruttama. So that means the pure devotion means what? One should do the anusilanam, krishnanusilanam. What kind of krishnanusilanam? Gnana karmadi anavrita krishnanusilanam. That means, so I should maintain my family nicely so that this will help me to my devotion. This thinking is not pure devotion actually. It's not pure devotion. But in the beginning time, they may think like that. But to enter into the pure devotion, one should be completely out from all the bodily designations. Sarvopadi vinirmuktam. Tatparatvena. Nirmalam. Rishikena Rishikesa Sevana. So, Sarvopadi Vinirmuktam, coming out from all the kinds of bodily designations. I am father, I am mother, I am this, I am that, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra, Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, even Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, all designations. One should come out and he should be on the platform of I am the servant of the Lord. With this consciousness, he has to serve him. Anusilana means again and again, he should do the activities for the Krishna. That is a pure devotional side. So that's why in the pure devotion path also there is no point of maintaining family and this and that. No. Similarly, in the karma jnana yoga also, that means you left once you passed in the nishkama karma yoga, you leave the karma and you'll go to the forest and you'll be doing you'll be tadvitti pranipatena pariprasena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshinaha. He'll be approaching the tattvadarshi and he'll be keep on inquiring about the Brahman and learning about the Brahman, and he will be trying to see the no difference between himself and Brahman. That process he will be adapting actually, the person whoever is here. So there is no point of maintaining family, this and that. No. So that means in any yoga, this is not allowed. Maintaining family or doing that means Tri Sangha is not allowed. But it is allowed only in the Karma Yoga. Maintaining family and associating women in the regulated way. So that's since regulation is there, that side is the yoga. As per the Vishwanath. So my dear Parikshit, these karma yogis, they do like that. They night they are wasting like that, and the daytime they are with the desire of earning money. They are simply so engaged in those activities, but not at all inquiring about Atma Tattvam. So in this fourth sloka, he is explaining Atma Tattvam means what? Those who are above the karmis, that is the jnanis, yogis and devotees, are strictly prohibited from sex indulgence. Prabhupada is also from there, strictly. So maybe you may ask Prabhuji, Grihasthas. So Grihasthas, even devotees, Grihasthas, they also should not do? No, actually. Here, even if they do, for getting the children, so that is also only for the setting an example to the society. It's not that so this kind of activity is helping bhakti. No. That kind of consciousness you should not. Bhakti is completely independent. No other material activities support is not needed actually. Jnana karma janavritam, yes. They are setting an example so to the society. Like you see, now I came into the pure devotional service. I don't need to maintain my wife. I don't need to maintain because sarvadharman parityaja. That means putra dharma, pati dharma, patni dharma, all are over. Everything you leave it and surrender to me only. That is the beginning of the pure devotion actually. So, but he qualified, he got such a faith on the Lord and he qualified and he is doing. But if he doesn't, by seeing him, others also start imitating. Actually. If he doesn't do his responsibilities, what people will think? Oh, acha, that means pure devotees means they can leave everything. Now he is not qualified. He doesn't have such a full faith on the Lord. He's not surrendered to the Lord. That means, so anukulya sankalpa, pratikulya varjanam, raksheshti vishwasa, goptripte varnanam, so karpanyam and atmanivedana, this kind of symptoms are not at all there. But only he heard the glories and he started imitating him. You will become sahajas then. Then that will lead to the sahaja world actually. Many hundreds of people will be started following him. Oh, that means there's great person in the king. Let us take he is the king. He is a pure devotee, and he left everything. Then what will happen? By our king also left his wife, and I will also should leave. I can also leave. They see the only leaving what is the pure devotee, and they don't. And externally they will be following the leaving everything, so that they can also become free from the responsibility. This will bring a big chaos. That's why Krishna also says, I don't have nothing to come to here and do the activities, but I myself accept some varna and do the activities. Only loka sangrahara. Only for the sake of the society. In the pure devotional platform, only the one consciousness. I am the servant of the Lord. So that is the consciousness. So these kind of things is not at all allowed, are strictly prohibited from sex indulge. The karmis are more or less devoid of Atma Tattva knowledge, and as such, their life is spent without spiritual profit. The human life is not meant for hard labor for economic development, nor is meant for sex indulgence. Because this Jivatma is part and parcel of the Lord, what is the constitutional position? We don't have anything in this material world actually. No business. Only the business is even in this material world or even in the anywhere else. So only the one business is serving the Lord. Directly serving the Lord. But devotees, they take up the different material activities to set an example to the society. Otherwise, their consciousness 24 hours in the lotus feet of the Lord. They always think about the Lord. Yeah.
So how is the balance of Vairagya?
Yeah. Everything can be used. That means, like karma is useful for the doing bhakti, is the neophyte consciousness. There also says in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Vairagya and Jnana are only in the beginning of the devotion they are useful. But actually, pure devotion service even is not at all dependent on them also. That's the Rupa Goswami's context, that is. In the neophyte stage, it is needed actually. They apply that. That means some kind of Jnana and Vairagya. So utilizing this, that means utilizing karma in the service of the Lord. So that is also avrutam is there. Some extent of karma avrutam is there in the consciousness. That means, but you cannot bring everyone to the pure devotional platform immediately. But some powerful devotee is there, he can make everyone to leave everything. Like in the case of Prabhupada. When he preached, they left everything. Everything they left and they became warriors actually, like Sankirtan warriors. And 24 hours distributing the books and doing the direct devotional activities. But majority of the society cannot be like that. They need to come to such a, that means when the powerful devotees association is there, it can happen like that. But otherwise, so they will take time actually. So that's why they have to do the karma and offer that to the Lord. That's why Krishna also says, Yat karoshi, yajjuhoshi dadasiyat. Whatever you do that, you do offer for me. That is not the highest stage. But what is highest stage? Doing all the time direct devotional activities for him is the highest stage. One should develop that, but externally he has to do the other activities only to set an example, while that time also he has to continue his pure consciousness. Like in the case of Arjuna, he is saying, you should fight and also you should remember me all the time. While fighting also is demanding to remember. What fighting is a critical thing or not? If in 1 second you are not attentive, your head will be chopped off. But in that situation also he is asking to remember me. So that means you may ask my question that while doing the material activity, doing fighting, that is possible, na? That only is saying. That is a yoga actually. Anyway, so they are not seeing the Atma Tattvam and they are indulged in the three things. Righteous, that means dharma, artha, kama. Next. Deha patya kalatradishu Atma sainishwa satsvapi Tesham pramatto nidhanam Pashyannapi na pashyati. Translation. Can anyone?
Person devoid of the path of Tattva, do not inquire into the problems of life, being too attached to the politics, just like the body, children, although nothing can get, they still do not see their
Yeah. Deha apatya kalatradishu atma sainyeshu satsu api Tesham pramattah nidhanam pashyannapi na pashyati. They have team actually. What is the team? Their wife, their children. They have all these as a team, and they always fight with what? Time. They, Grihasthas, this Gruhamedis, they fight with the time. Because time, what it does, it try to take away everything. That means time is on another one side, and this person is another side. Actually, they both are fighting. Time tries to grab the all the members of this team. Yes, he will take away his father, his grandfather, and everything. Yeah, time he's fighting with the time, with his army, his wife, his sons, and his father, his grandfather, grandmother. All are his Sena. That Gruhamedi Sena. They are fighting. And he is seeing time is taking away one by one. Pashannapi nidhanam. That means he is seeing the destruction of the everyone. His grandfather died, father died. But na pashyati. He cannot realize that. Why I have to die? He should not realize that. He is also fighting with the time, and he will also die. At least he should wake up and why I should die? I should not die. For that, what I should do? Like that, he cannot inquire. He cannot inquire for the higher things. Atma Tattva, he never try to understand. This is the thing. Sainyam is said now. Sainyam means what? There should be fighting. So who is the wari? What are the two parties? One is his family members, and all are his army, and time is another side. Apashyatam Atma Tattvamiti yaduktam tad virunoti. What are Atma Tattvam? They don't see Atma Tattvam is said, na? So that is being explained here. Dehadishu Atmanah Sainyeshu, so Sainyeshu Tulyeshu Kalena Sah Yoddum Iva iti Bhavaha. Asassu api Jivatmanah Dehadishu Dehadi Sambandha Abhavat Mithya Bhuteshu Teshu Pramattah Prasaktaha. So he is seeing clearly his grandfather is dying, father is dying. That means even this body is not permanent with us. This is going to be finished, but still he is so much attached to his body. Tesham nidhanam. That means kaleneva nasham. By the time they are all being destroyed, his members of his army are being destroyed, but he is not at all realizing that. Okay. Purport. This material world is called the world of death. Every living being, beginning from Brahma, whose duration of life is some thousands of millions of years, down to the germs who live for a few seconds only, is struggling for existence. Therefore, this life is a sort of fight with material nature, which imposes death upon all. In the human form of life, a living being is competent enough to come to an understanding of this great struggle for existence. But being too attached to family members, society, country, he wants to win over the inconceivable material nature by aid of bodily strength, children, wife, relatives, etc. Although he is sufficiently experienced in the matter by dint of past experiences and previous examples of his deceased predecessors, he doesn't see that the so-called fighting soldiers, like the children, relatives, society members, and countrymen, are all fallible in the great struggle. He is seeing everyone, every family member who is in his army are defeated by the time, but still he never realize this, and he still fight, and leave his body and take another body. How to conquer this time? That he never understand. How to conquer this time? By entering into the yoga. So either Jnana Yoga or the Bhakti Yoga. So by that he can conquer this time. So that time cannot destroy him. So destroy him means it cannot destroy his body. And such a body, how to get? Where the time cannot destroy. That is transcendental body that you can get by doing the Bhakti. So for that he never inquired. Okay, next. Tat, 5 o'clock. 4 minutes are there. Okay. Now I will raise the speed actually because now I'm trying to adjust myself to make this space actually. Oh yeah. So, Tasmad Bharata Sarvatma Bhagavan Ishwaro Harihi Srotavyah Kititavyascha Smartavyascha Bhayam. Translation.
O descendant of King Bharata, must desire to be free from all miseries, must hear about glorify, and also remember the personality of Godhead, who is the super soul, the controller, and the savior from all miseries.
Yeah. Tasmat, that's what you have to do. Tasmat means therefore. Therefore, Parikshit, you should not hear the discussions of Gruhamedis. You should not do that. So you should do opposite to that. Tasmat Bharata Sarvatma Bhagavan Ishwaro Harihi Srotavyah Kititavyah cha Smartavyah Ichchata Bhayam. If you desire Abhayam, if you want Abhayam, then what you have to do? You have to hear and you should chant and remember Hari. You should do this. So in this sloka, what you have to do, Parikshit? Now don't worry. You don't need to go back to your family now. You don't need to go back to your kingdom. You did good thing. So he came out now from that. So family, relatives, this and that. Now you should do it what? Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam. This kind of direct devotional service you should do. Karmadikam Akurvana. You don't need to do, that means for this living entity, having family, children is not at all needed actually. It's unnecessary. It's completely. Really. We are all very much right. We are situated actually. That is simply waste of time. So, Sukadeva Goswami is saying, Karmadikam Akurvana Bhakti Meva. He is saying two things. He is not saying simply Bhakti. Karmadikam Akurvana. Akurvana means without doing that karma. No need to enter into the Grihastha. Gruha. No need. Like Parishit, he left everything and he started glorifying the Lord. We have to do, that's why all the time. So spread the holy names. So distributing books, chanting holy name and doing the kirtan. So these activities has to be done 24 hours. That is the right. Sukadeva Goswami is recommending that. Mriyamanasya, the one who is going to die. So that means someone realized early like us. So good actually. So these activities has to be done without doing the karma. So one should not at all feel any pain. Oh, I didn't enter into the Grihastha. It's not at all. That's completely is no need of that for the pure devotion. Pure devotion is completely independent. Any yoga is independent actually from the karma. Only the one who is not interested in the, that means in the fully engaging himself in Krishna consciousness, then for them, that's okay. One step is given. Okay. Put on the step and climb. Otherwise, it's not necessary. Karmadikam Akurvana Bhaktimeva Kurvan. Only bhakti you should do. What kind of bhakti? That is being said. So, Sarvatma Harihi Bhagavan Srotavyah Kirtitavyascha Smartavyascha Bhayam Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smarana. Okay, 1 minute is over already. So this has to be done. I will be discussing this after break.
Then
6 to 7.
No? No?
But you have to that
No, no, actually, Prabhu, it's my mistake.
before that. But this was said that no class.
Something happened.
I was supposing for the year one chapter and he is right, he is not right.
That was supposed to be the 4 p.m.
But as you are saying, that was for morning.
Huh?
Instead of having 1 hour session now,
Huh.
we can tomorrow we can have 3 sessions.
Okay.
It is in the evening, many people have a session. They have to go to basic.
Okay, okay.
Because of that.
Fine, fine.
Sorry.
No problem. No problem.
We are very punctual in class. While coming, we are
Yeah, that is obvious everywhere. That is common actually. Class should be left with sharply, but you should not expect on time the students. What timings, bro?
That was well first. Then one 2, 3, third to the
and one Sunday.
another one.
But to the extent that we can like we can have to do, but we can have to do
For me, everything is okay, bro. Only evening I should be that. Okay, I can. Anytime you suggest me. Huh?
I think 2 sessions are fine. Yeah, plus
अभी आप क्या करोगे?
हाँ, एक घंटे में 7
6 to 7.
Okay.
Seven.
7:15, 6 to 7:15. Okay. From Mayapur actually. हाँ Prabhu, actually what happened, my ticket was for Rajdhani. So local train I tried to catch, but it's stopped. I don't know that. Then after that, I went to Krishnanagar, and from Krishnanagar I tried to catch the Rajdhani, but I missed it. 4 minutes I was lagging. Same thing. Okay, 5:45.